Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, and let's go. Today I am super pumped to tell you about the first ever hill climb that I did in my Radical Prosport. It was at the Bellefontaine Hill Climb Revival event, and let me tell you, it was an absolute blast. Equal parts adrenaline, sweat, and maybe some questionable driving choices. Picture this, twisting roads, screaming engines, and me in that thing, trying not to look like a total noob. Spoiler alert, I succeeded. First off, what is the Bellefontaine Hill Climb? Well, it's got roots deeper than my fear of guardrails. Back in 1953, sports car enthusiasts in Ohio kicked off this epic event on a public road in Zanesville, though it is named after nearby Bellefontaine, Ohio because I guess, well, branding. It ran annually until 1974, making it the longest running public road competition in Ohio at the time. We're talking classic sports cars tearing up a 1.5 mile hill with hairpin turns, big elevation changes, and probably some big crowds. Over these 2 decades, it hosted everything from Triumphs to MGs to Mustangs and everything in between, turning that everyday road into a racetrack. Fast forward to 2019 and boom, the revival was born. Organized by a local car club, it's now an annual charity event celebrating Ohio's racing heritage, with vintage and modern cars alike tackling the historic Corkscrew course. This year marked the 7th revival, with all proceeds going to local nonprofit. This event is like time traveling to the golden age of motorsport, but with better brakes and maybe some better earplugs. Now, let's talk about my car for this uphill battle, the Radical Prosport. If you're not familiar with Radical sports cars, they're basically the mad scientists of the track world. Founded in 1997 by 2 amateur racers, Phil Abbott and Mick Hyde, Radical started with a simple idea: build an affordable, high-performance sports car that punched way above its weight. Their first baby was an 1100 Club Sport, a very lightweight beast powered by a Kawasaki motorcycle engine crammed into a 2-frame chassis. It was like taking a superbike, giving it 4 wheels, and saying, go conquer the track. From there, the brand exploded. Models like the Prosport, which is what mine is from an early 2000s era, and then ultimately the iconic SR3 series followed, blending Le Mans-style aero with go-kart-like handling. These cars are street legal in some places, but born for the track. Mid-engine, sequential gearboxes, and enough downforce to make you feel like you're glued to the road. Radicals like mine have racked up wins in series worldwide, proving you don't need to have a Ferrari budget to feel and race like a pro. My Prosport, it's got 200 horsepower pumping from a Suzuki Hayabusa engine, weighing in at under 1,000 pounds. It's like driving a slingshot on steroids. All right, enough of a history lesson. Let's get to the fun part, my race day. I showed up at the Bellefontaine Revival feeling like a kid on Christmas. The course is this gnarly hill with switchbacks that would make a mountain goat dizzy. My first run, I launched it off the line, engine howling like a banshee, and I thought, this is it, I'm Max Verstappen. Then the first horner hit, and I realized I was not Max Verstappen. He wouldn't have hit the brakes nearly as hard as I did, and he wouldn't have put the car into a big slide.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
But even with all that, the Radical handled it like a champ. The lightweight chassis let me carve through the hairpins, and the aero kept me planted even as the incline tried to yeet me back off the hill. I clocked a personal best on my 3rd run. Nothing earth-shattering or record-breaking, but hey, for a first-timer it was pretty good, and it was good enough for first place. The whole event was a ton of fun. If you're a newcomer to hill climbs and have a classic car, this is the perfect event for you to start with. The course is relatively short, the people are very welcoming, and they pretty much just use autocross rules for tech. So if you can autocross the car, you can definitely hill climb it at this event. And it's not just about that speed or that lap time up the hill, it's about the camaraderie with your fellow drivers and checking out all the cool historic vehicles that are both on display and running up the hill. If you're into cars, especially historic ones, check out the Bellefontaine Revival next year. It's well worth the price of admission, and I can't recommend it highly enough. And with that, thanks for watching. Like and leave a comment below of what your favorite hill climb car would be up the Bellefontaine Revival, or just your favorite hill climb car in general. And be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.